Hey guys! So today I'm going to be doing a look that was requested by my one good friend Meredith Zona. You can follow her on Instagram at Meredith_Zona, that's Z-O-N-A Zona. And it's just kind of like an everyday look. It's simple, it's something you can wear to class or if you're just running errands, but it's very easy and it just makes it look like you have a little bit of something on. So if you want to get that look, then keep watching. First of all, it is so early. I have my tea. Look how cute this mug is. But it says Mr. Right because I couldn't find the Mrs. Right one. But I'm always right, so it doesn't matter if I'm a Mr. or Mrs. This look that I'm going to do, it's actually inspired by Jaclyn Hill, who, she is my idol. Literally, she just has to recommend a product, and I am out to get it just because of how much I trust her. Like, every single product she has recommended and I've gotten, I have loved. Like, I just trust her so much and she has never steered me wrong. So that's why this look is going to be inspired by her, because in one of her get ready with me's, she does this really easy look and I just loved it. I thought it was so simple and it would look good on anyone. So that is what I'm going to do today. So I am currently out of my regular primer, so I am going to be using a setting mist, but honestly it doesn't matter what you put on your face as long as you have something. I have an extremely dry face, so if I put my makeup on, that dryness, I feel it just like flaking off like dry skin, honestly. So as long as your skin is like tacky or something where it's going to pick up that makeup, then you're good to go. So it doesn't matter what you put on. So I actually just got this Morphe setting spray, and I absolutely love it. First of all, it smells amazing. It's like, it has this perfume smell, and honestly, when I put it on, I'm like, wow, my face makeup looks great and smells great. And, but also, like, it just makes my makeup last forever. I literally was dripping sweat at the gym, and I went to my grandma's house and she was like, your makeup looks amazing. I was like, well, thank you, it's my setting spray. So I'm going to be using this today, and I'm just gonna spray it all over. Oh, it smells so good. But then I'm going to be going in with my literal favorite foundation. This is the Dior Forever Foundation, and honestly, it's so expensive, but my face is naturally red, and it is one of the only things that I have found to cover up like most of the red. Like, nothing I have found covers up all of it, but this covers up most of it, and it is such a full coverage foundation. I just love it. It makes my skin look like porcelain and so smooth, and every time I wear it, I get compliments on how good my face makeup looks. So it's expensive, but it's so worth the money. Okay, so say a prayer with me as I put this foundation on, because I have been running extremely low and have not had time to go out and get more. So every time I pump a little pump, I pray that something will come out. So fingers crossed. Okay, well, I think I have enough. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then what I usually like to do, just so I make sure I apply it evenly, because if I just go in with the brush, I know it's going to be uneven. So I like to pick it up with my other hand and just put 3 dots on my cheek at first, and then I'll put one on my nose, my chin, and then 3 dots on my forehead. And I know this color looks dark. It is dark, but it is my summer color, and it usually matches either my tanness in the summer or my spray tan. It doesn't exactly match my skin right now, but I don't have anything else at the moment. And then I'm just gonna like fill in the blank areas wherever I think I'm going to need more foundation. Then I am using the Morphe M439. This is one of my favorite foundation brushes as well. First of all, I love all Morphe stuff. Honestly, it is so cheap, and everything that I have, I love. So I recommend Morphe. But I don't know, the bristles are so smooth, and I just find that it applies my makeup so well. Like, it doesn't leave any streaks. It goes on so nicely. So I am just going to go in circular motions and just blend that all in. And like I said, you can use any foundation. Do not feel the need to go buy this extremely expensive one. Like, whatever works for you is fine. This one, like I said, it just It just works for me the best because it is so full coverage. But make sure to get as close to your hairline as possible because you don't want to see any lines where your foundation does not match the rest of your skin color. Alright, so to set my foundation, I am going to be going in with the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. It is in the shade Illuminating Mineral Veil. But I love this because it's something nice and light. It's like a translucent, but it has these little sparkles in it. So it just gives my face like this illuminating look. Like I don't even know how to explain it other than the word that describes the powder itself. But it is just so nice because it gives this like glistening look to my skin. So for my powder brush, I use the Morphe E41. It is so big, and so you literally need mineral product because you just put a little bit on and it spreads all over. It's so nice. So I just grab a little bit and then I just set that all over. And it's hard to see the glisten unless you're really up close, but it does have that to it. It is so nice. So I'm going to do my eyes before I finish the rest of my face makeup. And what Jaclyn Hill does is she uses a bronzer just kind of on the outer corner of her eyelid, and then she sweeps it in a little bit and doesn't put anything on the inner corner. And it just creates this like really natural look, but still shows a little bit of color on your eyes so that they don't look naked. And I've actually not tried a bronzer on my eye. I assume it's like any other light brown, brownish, orangish that you're going to put on your eye. If it scares you to use a bronzer, honestly, you can use any light brown or any honestly darker shade that matches your eye. Like pick whatever is best with your eye and whatever makes your eye pop. So I'm going to be using the Too Faced bronzer. This is in the shade Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. And I am using just a blending brush by Morphe. It is the R37. And so I will be going in with this bronzer. And just pick up a little bit on your brush. And then start in the outer corner. Oh, I love this. And don't go too far up. Like for this look, we're not thinking of a crazy smoky eye. So you really don't want to go past your crease. So just kind of really blend that out and then bring it into your eye. But you don't want a lot on the inside. You mainly want it on the out. You're just bringing it in to put a little bit of color there so it doesn't look like you're completely naked. Then Jaclyn Hill goes in with like a darker color on just the outer corner of her eye and kind of along her lash line. And she does that just so it doesn't look as naked because right now it is very subtle, but it gives just a pop of a little more color. And because of my favorite person, I am going to be using her palette, the Jaclyn Hill palette, for this darker shade. I am going to be using this dark brown shade right here. This palette is so dirty, excuse me. But so I'm just gonna dip my brush in that. I'm using the Morphe E17. It's a smaller blending brush. It's really good for getting in that outer corner. So I'm only picking up a little bit on my brush, and I am just going to go into that outer corner and bring it just a little bit along my lash line. So once that is done, I am going to be going in with the Morphe E18. It's an even smaller blending brush, and I use this for my under eye. And I'm just going to be going back in with that bronzer and just putting a little bit of color on the under eye. I'm going to line my waterline with white eyeliner. This is just a Sephora brand eyeliner. It's waterproof. But I just want to make my eyes pop even more because it is a subtle look. I want my eyes to just show off. So I'm just going to line my waterline. And see, it's just such a difference. Like, I just feel so much brighter with this white eyeliner on. Then I'm gonna put on mascara, and I have never spent a ton of money on mascara. I usually just go to the drugstore and get any one, honestly, because I've never really seen a difference in mascaras. Maybe I just haven't tried enough. That's could definitely be the case, but I've always been fine with drugstore mascara, so I am using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. So I went ahead and filled in my brows using the Anastasia Dip Brow. I would not normally go in with something this intense and dark for a everyday, more natural look, but I am currently out of the brow definer, which is a more subtle look, so I had to go with this. But they are filled in. I am now going to bronze my face to give a nice summer look, a nice summer bronzed look. And I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. This is in the shade Rich Amber. I'm also going to use, oh, there's a hair. I'm also going to use a small contour brush just to contour my nose. And then I'm going to go in with a Kylie blush. This is Virginity. I used this in my last video too. I just like this light pink. It's very subtle like the rest of this look. I keep saying that word, subtle. But I don't know, it's just a nice color. Now I'm going to go in and highlight the inner corner of my eye. I like to give my eyes a little bit of a pop, especially on days where I don't put a lot of makeup on the outside. And I have been using the Moonchild Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills just because the shades are so shimmery and so pretty. This palette is so dirty. But it really gives that like sparkle pop of color. I'm just going in with a tiny Morphe brush. It's the M506, really tiny, but perfect for putting in the inner corner of your eye. And I'm going in with Blue Ice and Pink Heart. I like to do a little bit of both, but like I've said with everything else, you do not have to use these specific products. Like whatever you can find, whatever you have, use that. Don't feel like you need to go buy certain things. Anything with a glisten or even just like a white to put on the inner corner makes it pop. Oh, I love this. So good. And using the same brush, I am going to be using the Becca highlighter, and I am going to highlight my brow bone. This is like a nice gold shade, so it's perfect for like, it reminds me of summertime because it's this nice warm color. So I'm just going to put a little bit under my brow bone. Then I'm going to be using the Morphe M510 to highlight my cheekbones. See that warmth? It's just such like a summer color. Oh, I love it. Like, look at that. Look how beautiful and summery that is. I'm obsessed. Can't forget your little nose. And then also a little bit on my Cupid's bow. I mean, look at that shine. Oh, this is such a good highlight. Oh my gosh, sorry, I just looked at my viewfinder and it is so pretty. I can't get over this. I actually haven't used this in forever, but I pulled it out for this look and I don't know why I ever stopped. So So this is the finished look right here. As you can see, it's very simple. There weren't too many steps, and you can eliminate steps depending on what you like. Oh my gosh, something all over me. Sometimes I don't even do this. I sometimes just go in with the inner corner sparkle and face makeup, and I love it just the same. But if you feel like your eyes look naked without anything on them, then this is something very easy, very simple, but also just shows that you have a little bit of something on. And also your face is just nice and highlighted and it looks summery, and I honestly love how it turned out. So if you like this look, then here it is, and subscribe below. I will see you next time.